Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Leigh. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. We're not necessarily doing a haul of new stuff. Instead, I want to show some of the things that I own and love and talk about why I think some of them would make excellent Christmas gifts. Now I don't know about you, but this year I feel like I have just been absolutely flooded and inundated with gift lists and different like holiday wish lists that all feel absolutely identical. Every single one of them is recommending the exact same items, and most of those items are things that I can't imagine buying for anybody in my life. Like nobody that I know, especially not an adult, needs more Stanley cups or like more drinking cups. I don't know that many people that need like 400 robes, which seem to be recommended every single year. So I'm hoping to show a couple of things that I actively use regularly in my everyday life. Some are things I bought myself, some are things that like my husband or my parents have bought me as gifts in the past that I really appreciated, and hopefully this will help give you a little bit of inspiration to help you finish up your Christmas shopping. I do feel like in our ever like more online shopping inclined world, it becomes more and more important to shop earlier and earlier every year. With the shipping cutoffs, I really think it's important to get your shopping done as early as possible, and I know I'm certainly trying to do that. And I am hoping that down in the comments you'll maybe let me know one or two things that you think are amazing gifts, or maybe things that you have on your wish list for this year that people can maybe also draw inspiration from to buy gifts for their own friends and family. And of course, I do also really want to acknowledge that this year more than ever, at least in my adult life, I know I am feeling the pinch of things being way more expensive than they have ever been, and wages not necessarily going up at the same rate. So I definitely think that it's important to be prioritizing things that are not just going to be thrown away, are not just something that you're buying for the sake of buying something, wasting your money, and then the person ends up donating it 3 months down the line when they realize they never used it. So with that in mind, the very first thing that I want to recommend, and that I will recommend every single year to every single person, is an experience gift. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for my family, a great experience gift usually looks like tickets to a play, tickets to a musical, something that at a future date that is set in stone, we are all going to go together to this thing, spend a whole day together, and it's something that you can get really excited about when you open it at Christmas, but then it also creates a whole second day of like fun and excitement. Now, other experience type gifts that we've done before in the past, we've done clued up mystery games, which I will put a link to that and to anything else in case you want to check them out down in the description box. But it's essentially like a murder mystery, and they have all different themed ones that you do with an app on your phone. You buy one ticket and it's good for like a whole group of people, and you get to spend a day like walking around your city solving a mystery. Very cute and very fun, especially if you're like the type of family that loves spending time together. Now obviously the clued up, pretty inexpensive. Going to see a play can be super expensive. So what are some other things that you could do if money is really tight this year? I really recommend doing some kind of at-home event and set a date. Literally create an invitation for it. You can print it off, you could hand make it and put that in a little gift wrap for everybody. And that could be something like tickets to a tea party you're going to do at home. That could be tickets to a little paint night that you're going to have at your own house. Or you could book tickets to one outside of the house as well, if that works within your budget. But I really think that like an experience style gift is always such a good way to go, because you get to spend that extra time with the people that you love and care about, and you are also getting them a gift. So it's kind of two birds with one stone. So what I typically like to do is every year at Christmas, I do one experience gift and then 1 to 2 other gifts per person in my family. So that could be one like slightly more expensive gift, 2 less expensive gifts, and I have things of all different price ranges that I want to talk about today. So let's get into some of the actual stuff that you could purchase for people. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, this one should not come as a surprise to you. The very first thing that I always recommend as like a good gift to buy someone is pajamas. I really feel like getting one pair of pajamas every year at Christmas, like you're basically good to go, and then you don't have to buy them for yourself. And it's something that you're going to wear while you're like winding down from the day, relaxing at night, enjoying yourself, doing your self-care. So I think that it feels really good to have good, high quality pajamas. And if somebody that you love buys them for you, I think that it feels even better. So my top recommendation for pajamas, and literally the only ones I wear, are Knix pajamas. And specifically the Modal pajamas. Now they carry these pajamas in a couple different styles now, and in literally every pattern and color you could imagine. So I obviously am really drawn to the super bright patterns. This is one of the Betsey Johnson prints. And this set is the short sleeve top and the cropped pants, which I'm only 5'1". Your family members are short. I would go with the cropped pants because they end up being basically full length if you are short. But this year Knix also does carry long sleeve versions of the Modal pajamas and a full length pant, which on me is going to be way, way too long. And they do also come in like a set, so you can buy both pieces together for a cheaper price, and in this really gorgeous green, which I think is perfect for the holiday season. If the person that you're buying gifts for is usually really hot, they also carry a shorts version of those exact same pajamas. And specifically, I would not recommend getting like cotton pajamas from Knix necessarily. I've never tried them. Maybe they're wonderful. The Modal ones are the softest, most comfortable PJs I've ever owned. They're really breathable. They literally get softer every time you wash them. I've had some of these pairs for more than 2 years, and I wear them at least 3 to 4 days a week. I have 4 different pairs and I rotate between them between washes. So they are absolutely incredible. I have purchased them for people as gifts before and they've always really liked them. So I do think that is an incredible idea. Now this is something else that I've mentioned before, and I want to be clear that I don't think this one is a gift that you would get for anybody on your list, but to the right person, this is a gift that they will use every single day and absolutely love. And that is a heatless hair curling wand. Now I have the set from Kitsch, which also came with some little matching scrunchies to kind of hold it in place. I've posted videos before to show like how you actually put this on, how you do your hair with it. But this is how I do my hair on a regular basis. I think that it looks really cute. The curls always come out great. They last me for like at least 2 or 3 days. So I only do this like once per wash. And it's not super expensive. I believe it'll run you around $30 Canadian, even a little bit less in US. And I do have a Kitsch discount code if you want to get the one from Kitsch, but you can also get one from other places as well. I would just recommend, if you buy one from Amazon or another store like that, look for one that has wire all the way across and doesn't have a flat piece at the top, because they just don't work as well. And I've tried those in the past and I really didn't like them. But I will be sure, like I said, to link the exact thing that I own and have tried and love down in the description box. And for anything like the Knix stuff, the Kitsch stuff that I have a discount code for, I will provide that for you as well, so that you can save a little bit of money if you do want to check them out. But this is excellent. And Kitsch also has a lot of really cute like hair clips, Christmassy little barrette packs, like really cute hair styling tools. They also have shampoo bars and conditioner bars, all kinds of things that I do think make a nice kind of like accessory to your gift. And you can also get like maybe a clip to hold this on the top of their hair. So it can really be like a full gift related to the heatless hair curling wand, if that's something that you think that they would like. But I really recommend it, and I have bought a few of these as gifts and people have always really, really loved them. Now this one is something that I'm honestly late to the boat on, because I always thought that it might be a little silly and never bought one for myself, and told my husband not to buy me this as a gift years ago, and then he got one from his company and I have stolen it and love it and use it every single day. And that is an Ember mug. So this is a smart mug that connects to an app on your phone that keeps your coffee, tea, whatever you're drinking that is hot at a specific temperature. I am somebody that drinks my coffee really slowly. So I will sit down at my desk, I'll be doing work, typing away, and I'll take like a sip here and there. My coffee always gets ice cold and I end up having to microwave it. This keeps it the perfect temperature, and you can kind of like adjust the temperature if you want it a little hotter, a little cooler than what it recommends. And it keeps it hot for hours. And I feel like it is such a good idea. Now these are on the pricier your side. I know you can also get mug warmers that kind of just sit underneath your mug and like are radiating heat. That freaks me out a little bit more. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a little bit more of a fire hazard. This, like the heating element is inside the mug, but the entire outside of the mug is cold to the touch. Like you can touch the bottom, the sides, and they all feel cool. Basically, after you're done drinking your drink, you set it back onto this little charging station. It charges your mug and then it's good to go within like an hour or two to use again. If you know somebody that works in an office and maybe brings like a big thermos of coffee and then drinks it at the office, this would be so perfect for them to keep it hot. They do also have travel mug versions that keep it hot. This one is the 10 ounce and I would say it holds like a small to medium sized cup of coffee in here, but it is absolutely excellent. I really, really recommend it. And once again, it is a more expensive present, so I know this is going to be out of some people's price range. But I wish I had have gotten this years ago. And like I said, I literally use it every single day. I think it's wonderful. On the complete opposite end in terms of pricing, I have a couple really inexpensive things to recommend before we talk about a couple other things that are a little pricier. And this one is super inexpensive. If you were looking for a very, very inexpensive but still really thoughtful and nice gift, I got this necklace from Amazon. I believe it was $20 or less. And I wear this necklace almost every single day. I feel like it is just such a perfect, simple necklace. It's glittery and shiny. You can get it in different chain colors if you don't like the gold. And it was from the brand PAVOI on Amazon. I also got some really nice earrings from them. Once again, under $20. So I think especially if you're trying to buy something for like your girlfriend or your wife and times are really hard, I know that like getting a nice piece of jewelry is going to be completely out of your price range, but I really feel like this little necklace, and I will also put the earrings that I got in the description as well because I felt like they are beautiful and I wear them almost daily. They look great. They come packaged in a really nice little jewelry box. I do think that people will really appreciate them because they are beautiful regardless of the cost. Another incredibly inexpensive thing that I recommend always just grabbing a couple and separating between a few different people is masks. This could be face masks, eye masks, hand masks, foot masks. They really have so many different options. But in the winter, everybody's skin is dry. Everybody is complaining that they're dry and flaky and itchy and it sucks. The air is dry and we cannot escape it. We all need more moisture. You can get a humongous pack with a ton of different face masks. On Sephora, you can usually get some at like a Shoppers Drug Mart or something like that as well. In the US, I believe CVS would be the equivalent. And divvy them up so everybody gets like one eye mask, one face mask. And I really feel like people appreciate them, people use them. I love getting a face mask. And it's just a nice way to give somebody the gift of self-care. It's not super expensive for you, but it's something that can be so thoughtful and that they will almost certainly use and appreciate. So I always recommend a couple sheet masks. And like I said, you can usually get a bundle pack to make it a little cheaper. Now, once again, for something much more expensive, but something that I received as a gift and absolutely love, this giant baking sheet from Our Place. Now, you might recognize the name Our Place. It's the company that made the Always pan. I am going to be brutally honest in saying I looked at the specs and the reviews of the Always pan and I don't think that I would like it very much. I usually have a non-stick pan and then enameled cast iron Dutch ovens that I use as like my regular everyday cookware for like frying and baking and sauteing things. However, I bake a lot and I'm always complaining that our pans are like disgusting, stuff sticks to them, they're too old, they get scratched so easily. This pan is super, super heavy duty. It's got the nice big handles. It comes with a silicone mat that matches it and looks absolutely beautiful. And it came in this gorgeous lavender color along with lots of other like really beautiful aesthetic colors that I think anybody who bakes on a regular basis, whether that's like cookies, they're making croissants, like anything that they're going to be putting on a baking sheet, they'll really appreciate this. In my experience, anything that I have baked on this has come out excellent because it's just like, it's so thick, the heat transfers really well, and the silicone mat is really good. I do feel like that definitely helps stuff from sticking. However, if you're going to make something that you want the bottom to get like a little bit crispy, like a cookie, a croissant, I would recommend just using parchment paper. If you really want something to not stick, just put it on the silicone baking mat. But I do think that this makes an excellent gift and is really, really beautiful and something that they're going to have for many, many years. So definitely recommend. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the Always pan specifically. I would probably just go with an enameled cast iron pan. Like I got one, I just got it from Amazon and it works great and we use that thing very regularly, a minimum of once a week. Now, a few other things that I don't have in the room with me, but that I do definitely recommend. One for women is leggings. I feel like a couple pairs of leggings per year, once again, it's like a nice thing to receive that you don't then need to like go stock up again. And I have 3 recommendations for leggings at 3 different price points. The cheapest of which would be the Halara Cloudful leggings. They are on sale throughout the month of November, 2 for $24, I believe, and you can find that on their website. They are excellent leggings. They fit great. They come in lots of colors and they are super, super comfortable while still being squat proof. They have the crossover waist. And in my opinion, those are just like a great everyday legging. If you just like lounging in them, they're very, very comfortable. Number 2 would be the Aerie Real Me leggings. They will be a little bit more expensive, usually around like $35 to $50 per pair. Also have the crossover waist. They don't have pockets, whereas the Cloudful ones do, but they're super comfy. They look really good. I think they look great on the bum, which matters to me in leggings, and they're still not super expensive, so they do make, in my opinion, a very cute gift. And then number 3, you know I'm gonna recommend it, is Lululemon. I know people go absolutely crazy for Aligns, so I do think that buying somebody a fresh new pair of Aligns is probably a great idea. Make sure you keep the gift receipt because sizing at Lululemon can be a little inconsistent at times. But I actually really prefer the Wonder Train tights from Lululemon. I think that they last longer, feel a lot more durable. They're still really soft, but they're not that material that's just going to pill instantaneously. But like I said, a lot of people love their Aligns, and if you're buying it as a gift and you know they like Aligns, I would stick with those. But any of those leggings are sure to make somebody happy at Christmas. They all are excellent, and they all come in like a pretty good range of sizes as well. Now, if you have somebody that likes reading or that loves fantasy that you are buying a gift for, this one will require you to take a good look at their bookshelf next time you're at their house. But I really, really cannot recommend enough any of the books from the Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson. So I will link a few different book options down below, but the biggest ones that I would recommend are the Mistborn Trilogy, which is 3 books that could be read as like 3 standalone books. There is a start, a middle, and an end, and like that's it for that era and for those characters. So it is like a standalone thing that if they like it, they can go explore the rest of the novels that Brandon has released. And if they don't like it, it's just 3 relatively short books. He also has some pretty good standalone novels that, like I said, I'll link to them down below. But really, any books that he writes are excellent. He is just a very good writer, and he releases like 3 or 4 books per year. So you'll always have a new book to get for them as a gift, and they are just really, really excellent. So I cannot recommend them enough. And with that, I feel like I've been talking for a very long time, so I'm going to leave it there. But if I do think of anything else that I think you absolutely need to know about and consider as a gift, I will definitely like put it in a comment and pin it. And like I said, I would love to hear some of the things that you're planning on buying as gifts this year, some things that maybe you're really hoping to receive as gifts this year. I do think it gets trickier as everybody becomes adults with adult money to buy gifts that are like really thoughtful. And I always prefer like a thoughtful gift that I know somebody will love over just like something random. So I know I do like to look at a couple gift guides as inspiration every year. So I figured why not give back and make one of my own. And I really hope that this was helpful. If you do get any gift ideas out of this, I would love to know how the receiver liked them. And like always, if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, leave them down in the comments. I'm so happy to answer them. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you have a fabulous day and that I will see you next time. Bye!